Hi, this is Sarah. Today is Sunday. It's September 7th, I guess, and it's been a really great day again. Having a lot of those lately, which is exciting. I did not receive any calls from marketing or add anyone to my contact list. I did spend quite a bit of time on the phone speaking with two potential builders, so that was really encouraging. One of them is planning to come with me this week to a corporate event, and then she has two in-homes scheduled. So I was just checking in with her about how her scheduling was going, and it's going okay. I think she doesn't quite understand the urgency of calling a lot of people. I think she just assumes that everybody's going to come and everybody's going to sign up and it'll be great. And I understand why, because that's how she was when she signed up. So I'm really hoping that that happens for her, but I know the chances of that are kind of slim. So just trying to really encourage her to get back on the phone and call more people and just to be really diligent about it, because I really want her to be successful this month and to have that momentum going. I also spoke with my sister-in-law, who is interested in doing an in-home, so that was really exciting. And I kind of thought that maybe that wasn't going to happen because they just have a lot going on, and just some things came up this month that they could not control. So anyway, I was really excited. We had a great conversation, and I'm hoping to go down there in the end of this month and do at least one, if not two, presentations for her and a friend of hers. So that was very exciting. I think there's a lot of great potential there. I did not set any appointments. I did add one person to my list for my in-homes this week. She called back, and that was wonderful. Let's see. Made a few more phone calls today. Didn't get a hold of anybody for my in-homes. Tried to set up in-homes with another woman who's interested and didn't get a hold of her, but I'll see her tomorrow. So hopefully that will happen, and we will finalize a 48-hour in the next week, because we need to get that done and get her going. Did not do any presentations today. No customer. Oh, I did do customer follow-up. Sorry. I started my day with customer follow-up this afternoon, and that was really positive. Didn't get a hold of everybody, but the people I did get a hold of were really excited, and so I'm going to continue to try that this week, getting a hold of people. Did not add any customers to my organization today. I have two still pending, and that's a little bit frustrating because I just keep constantly checking it, and you know, people say, oh yeah, and so I'm just learning very quickly that you can't assume anything until, you know, you have the confirmation. So I'm just kind of taking that in stride, and I'm going to follow up with them tomorrow if they have not taken care of that by then, just to remind them, you know, we might as well just go ahead and get this taken care of. And I have one person that I need to call back tomorrow that I had a presentation with this past week, and I feel very hopeful that she will also be enrolling. So I'm trying to stay really positive and just focusing on the good things that are happening, because there's a lot of them, a lot of prospects in the future. So I'm trying to just really get organized and be prepared, because the next 2 weeks are going to be very, very busy. I am leading by example by, I think, just being very positive. I notice that I am just a happy person, and I think I've always been a happy person, but I think over the past little while, not by anyone, you know, like my husband and I have a great relationship. I don't want anyone to think that that's it. I just think I just kind of fell into a rut, and you know, I wasn't doing things that I was super excited about, and I wasn't pushing myself and challenging myself, and so I think I just kind of fell into a little bit of a, I guess rut is the best word for it, but I'm not there anymore. I'm definitely climbing out of that, and just have noticed how happy I feel and how I tend to not jump in on those negative conversations that I may have before, and I just have a much different outlook on life. So that's a great thing. I have some more thoughts, and I think that the last three or four tracks, I guess, on our CD were just really wonderful. The things that that stood out for me the most, I guess, I'm kind of going to go in reverse order. So at the end, he talked about bringing order to your life, because the woman, there's a man and a woman doing the conversation, and she asked him, okay, so how can people master time management and get to that point where they don't have those negative thoughts? And he responded by just saying, you really need to bring order to your mind first of all, and order to your thoughts, and then you need to have direction, and then you need to think thoughts that are moving toward that direction. And that just makes a lot of sense. And then she discussed listing my to-bes, like what I want to be today, what kind of a person I want to be, and then listing my to-dos. And I think that's another just great way to start your morning. And they talked a lot about figuring out the best time, or the time when you think the best. And gosh, I think I'm a night person, and I just have always been, I don't know, it's hard for me to wind down. I always have to do something kind of mindless to get myself to fall asleep. Otherwise, I'll just lay there in bed thinking and thinking and thinking. So I think I'm going to try to start journaling, or I am going to try and start journaling this week, just to kind of put all my thoughts together and hopefully close them up nice and neatly and be able to fall asleep without a lot of trouble. Because I think I'm going to see that journey that I'm going through, and I think that'll be fun. My own personal way of keeping track. I mean, this is keeping track, and it'll be interesting to see what this is like when this becomes a documentary. But it's going to be cool. I'm sure I'm going to wish that I had maybe worn some things differently. Okay, so back to my important thoughts. The other thing that really stood out to me was when she discussed how nature, when you think about nature, it doesn't reject any seeds. It grows weeds the same way that it grows flowers and plants that are fruitful. And that is just a perfect metaphor for life, because we choose what we plant, and it's going to grow regardless, because we've planted it and we're feeding it. And gosh, it's all so connected, because if you're thinking successful thoughts, and if you're thinking toward a result, we talked a lot about that at the beginning of this section, just thinking about what our result is and what our goal is. And if we're feeding that by, being very effective with our time management, and filling our days with constructive thinking and with constructive action, that success is going to come. That's going to attract other people who are successful. That's what's going to grow. Our thoughts are going to become a force within us, and we're not going to be affected. They're not going to be a reaction. It's going to be an action towards something. And it's just really coming together for me. It's exciting to see that all happening. Just taking control of my life and doing that by flipping my thoughts. Just so many good little nuggets that we've had through this last little bit. I'm grabbing my thing here. Oh, here it is. Gosh, it seems like there was one more thing I wanted to share. Oh, it just, he said, we have to direct all of our thoughts toward our desire. And I think that's something I don't know if I'm ever going to master that. I hope that I do, but I think that'll be a long time coming. So I'm just trying to really focus this week on maintaining a positive outlook. That's been a blessing. I'm going to try really hard to be as prepared as possible for my presentations. There's a lot going on this week. It's just going to be a great week. So I'm looking forward to coaching tonight, and I think that's going to be a good start, as always, to another excellent week. So we'll see you tomorrow.